and one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Converted Podcast, the podcast about the guild on Airy Peak Convert to Raid. With you as always is Salmisis the Shaman, Belschnickel the Priest,
and Cuddles the Brewmaster.
It's about to get real.
Well, hello and welcome to episode 99 of the Converted Podcast, the podcast for the Convert to Raid Guild on Airy Peak, US. Today is February 20th, and we'd like to thank you for turning into our show. I'm Cuddles, and with me this evening is Belschnickel.
What up, what up?
And Sal.
In this episode, we have Pasha, the mythic raid leader who will surprise you. Women take over raiding. Turarts is here with the guild haps, and episode 100 is 2 weeks away.
Wow.
1 episode away.
What?
It's the next episode. That's crazy.
That's a lot of episodes.
That's a lot. Totally.
I'm fired up tonight, guys. Like, I was running a little bit late, but I made it in time for the show. I'm excited. This is like probably the first episode I've been here at the beginning in well over a few months. So that's a good thing. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. We got Pasha tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what is up, chat room? Guys, do us a favor and tweet us your converted shoutouts. We will read them at the end of the show. It's at converted_CTR. That's at converted_CTR.
Listen, I'm just looking at the chat room right now. There's so many people, including Belschnickel's favorite troll.
Tank.
Tank.
It's the Pasha effect. You know, I'm expecting at least another dozen or so by the time she gets on the stage. It's the Pasha effect, man.
Well, I'll tell you, another effect would be the Wares effect. Wares has been pumping up our show in guild chat for the past few weeks. So that's really been helping us out and tweeting about it and stuff, and we're really happy to have him. Thanks so much, Wares, for real. That's a big weight off of me. So that absolutely helps too.
I'm digging that T-shirt, Sal. Like real
classically trained.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Got to move my pigtails.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So, Belschnickel, what's been happening with you?
I have been gaming minimally. No, I've been playing some games, but dude, whenever I have time, you probably notice I'm on the Division, man. I'm all about that Division life, man. I'm like in there. I've met some people on there. You know, I'm grinding up. I'm in Discord. Dude, that game's a lot of fun, man. Like, the end game is a blast. Like, it's like Diablo with guns, and you're just getting loot and getting gear sets, and they got an expansion coming out, and I'm having fun with the Division. So, I'm going back and forth between the Division and Overwatch. I played some Overwatch a few weeks ago with Tink and Peeps on a Wednesday night. We're trying to get together on Wednesday nights. It's been kind of tough, the timing and stuff, but, you know, if you guys are looking to play Overwatch, I know Tink, I think, has been playing on Wednesday nights, but been playing some of that, you know, but mostly the Division. You know, that's pretty much all I've been doing in terms of the gaming.
Yeah, totally. Every time it's like my Steam notification pops up. It's like Belschnickel in the Division.
That's a good game, man.
Yeah, cool.
What about you? What have you been doing?
Well, okay, so first of all, I just want to notice that Berserker is not on this evening, and we had promised Berserker, like on Twitter and guild chat and stuff, but he's having some trouble with his Rig of Glory.
That's
and
not
needed
good.
to lay down the axe to allow another champion to rise to the challenge. That is why the extraordinary Pasha will join us later on.
That's pretty intense.
You know, you can't even talk about Berserker without doing a voice.
It's because Berserker's a Berserker, man. Like, there's people out there, man, and there's the Berserker. When the Berserker walks in the room, everyone better stand at attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real talk. The Berserker's a real dude, you know? He's a dude's dude.
Berserker encountered some troubles and struggles upon his journey, but he would not be stopped, for he was wielding his mighty axe and said, "Nay, I shall be back for another."
Dude, why do I feel like I'm walking through Karazhan? Something like that. That's just one of those things.
Ooh, well, Karazhan, let's not even talk about that dungeon.
What about you, Cuds, man? What have you been doing, my man, dude? Like, I miss you, bro. Like, I feel like we've been kind of like disconnected, man. Like, I might text you every now and then, see how you're doing, see how you're feeling, man, see how the fam's doing, everybody. But I feel like you and I, man, like we just kind of like fell out.
What's going on,
I'm trying to get back into the good graces of the Cuddles, man. Like,
bro, I'm trying to hook up a little Busch Gardens trip. Like trying to get the fam together, like doing.
Let's make that happen, man.
What's up?
Floridians got to unite, baby.
Let's do it. I got my passes. I'm ready.
Dude, I got passes, bro.
I'm down.
So what have you been playing, man? You've been playing games. You've been like a little Conan. I see a little Conan Exiles going on my Steam.
I've been tearing up the Conan Exiles. Absolutely.
What is that game, dude? Like, I don't even know. What is that game, man?
So imagine Rust or Ark.
That's the game where you can make his
Conan, and you walk around and your donger swings around the whole time, and you can select the size of your donger.
You can make it. You can make it.
You're kidding, right? No,
not at all.
This is serious.
Well, see, here's the thing. They decided to do. They decided that they were going to have nudity in the game, and they decided that they were going to allow females to have a slider for their chesticles. And
makes sense.
When they decided that was going to happen, they were like, "Well, equality in gaming. Look at that. Look,
wow.
segue.
Well,
I connected it. Equality in gaming. So, I wish I had a slide whistle right now."
Does this slide? It just says like small to big, or is it like inch? Like, how does that work? It's a visual thing.
Yes, you actually see it, and it's from like baby squirrel holding an undeveloped acorn to like, dude, does that bruise your knees when it runs? Like, that's gotta hurt. Like,
who makes this game? Like, who made the game? Who's the developer?
Guys.
So it's an indie. It's an indie kind of game.
No, they've actually developed a MMO before. It is early access.
Okay.
So the interesting thing about this for survival game fans is they have a religion system that's built into it, based entirely on the canon of Conan. So the religions that if you're familiar with the Conan books, comics, or movies, there's Yog, there's Set, there's Crom, which was the god that Conan worshipped, and the different religions that you take, like they allow you to do different things in the game, and they're gonna end up expanding that, and it's kind of it's just a really cool medievally kind of. Not so medieval,
it's not an MMO though. Like, is there other people, or is it just you out there surviving?
Yes, survival game like Ark or something like that. Ark. I'm on a server with a bunch of friends where we've built like a massive city. Like literally, like we all have these gigantic houses, and like we have steel gates around our city, and we go out and there's also you can enthrall other people. So you go out and you beat people unconscious, then you bring them back to your camp and put them on a wheel of pain until their spirit breaks, and then they serve you. I don't want to use the S word for it. They're called thralls. So yeah.
Okay. That sounds pretty intense.
It's fun.
Right?
It has some really cool. It's an extremely brutal game.
Is it a free to play game, or you buy the game and then you
buy it? I think it's like $30 right now.
Okay.
And then free to play after that.
Because I'm looking for whatever I got to do to connect more with you, brother. Like, if you're playing like Conan, then maybe I need to get into some of that Conan. I need more time with you. Man.
I need to come play the Division. That's what you got. That's what's up,
dude. I got a little clan forming in there, man. We got people doing some stuff together, man. We got the expansions. Yo, you need to get up in there, man. If you're listening to the show and you have the Division, come find Belschnickel, man. Let's get some tickle.
Come tickle his pickle in the Division.
By the way, it's Funcom, and there's absolutely videos of their character creation screen.
Oh my gosh, there has to be.
I'll have to look.
There's got to be some amusing GIFs as well. Because there's an interesting wind mechanic with them. So
there's wind.
They kind of flap, like quite hilarious. Like imagine a wacky waving arm inflatable flailing tube man without the arms, and that's really kind of.
Okay, Bruce Nee in the chat room says that he plays Conan Exiles as well.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Bruce actually plays on the server that I'm on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're in the same little city. Yeah, his house is prettier than mine.
Okay, so this is a brand new game, and they made servers. Like, servers are so, like, 1998.
That's Ark. That's this type of survival game. You exist on a server. Like, we have a dedicated private server that's just ours.
Oh,
okay.
And that's what it's. So your game exists on one server, and then your PvE, your PvP, or there's something called PvP Blitz that I don't really understand. But basically, it's whether or not you're fighting others. Just everybody knows what those two things mean. But if you're on Airy Peak, like your garrison would exist there, but then when you go to Ravenholt, you would have to start a new character. And I mean, it's the same thing. Like we have WoW servers. I mean, it's the same concept.
Yeah, and WoW is kind of an old game now. You know, there's no Overwatch servers. You know,
yeah, there actually are.
That you don't see them, but they've got to be in there.
That's a thing now. Overwatch has servers.
Well, I mean, there's got to be servers, but like servers that divide people.
Like you can play with anybody you want to.
Right.
Versus like, oh no, I need to be in the same server to play with you. I.e.
Or being a guild with you or whatever. Yeah. So, well, thank you for listening to Conan Exiles podcast.
There you go.
And the Division podcast.
Hey! We're a equal opportunity gaming community.
You know, we are a really big gaming community, and the CTR Guild absolutely plays all kinds of stuff. I've got recordings of Navox playing Call of Duty that are so not safe for work that I just had to delete them. They're going to melt my processor. I say that because Navox is now in the chat room. But let's head into our very special guest, shall we?
Yeah, it should be good.
Oh, is that me? I'm sorry. I forget.
This is kind of when you do your thing.
Yeah, it's entirely when I'm supposed to do things. Nope, wrong one. I don't want her.
You don't want her? Who did you choose?
Wrong Pasha.
Oh, yeah. There's two Skype. Yeah. Oh, Navox isn't allowed to play COD anymore.
Oh, wow.
I fully believe that. I fully believe
Pasha.
and support that, actually.
What's going on, Pasha?
Oh, nothing much.
Yo, I gotta say, your hat game tonight is on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, see...
I prepared myself.
Like, why do I not have one of these Convert to Raid hats?
Why didn't
Pasha, where did you get your Convert to Raid toque?
The well-played party at BlizzCon.
Wow. Is that the only place to get one of these hats?
No, it's not.
Where can I get one of these hats? No, seriously, like...
It's their Teespring, I think, that has it.
Okay, sure. I need to get that in my life.
Teespring.com/convert to raid. Let me get the link.
Yeah, they were part of the
Yeah, it was like
a played party thing.
Yeah, a giveaway and stuff.
Wow, I like it.
Thanks.
So welcome to the show. We're excited to have you tonight.
It's been years.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while, actually. It's been a while. Yes.
Where are you living now? Last time we talked, you were like in Alaska or like you were in like New Hampshire. Like it's hard. It's like where's Pasha these days?
Well,
you know what I mean? Like
I'm in New Hampshire now.
New Hampshire, okay.
But I was in Alaska when I talked to you guys last time.
Okay.
So I'm back home.
Don't know if you remember Belschnickel, but we had her and Prize on at the same time. We were talking about, I don't know, heroic or mythic rating or something.
I remember that. Yeah.
We were talking about rating and rating 101, stuff like that. Yeah.
And Prize is right there, smiling away on top square, and Pasha was just a black square with a swirl.
He was so mad
the entire time.
He was just like, you left me all alone. I'm like, I was there. She's like, I don't ever go on cam. I did it for you. And I'm like,
is Prize still playing? Is he still playing?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen that dude in a minute. I also haven't played WoW in a minute.
Still playing. He's still rating and killing mythic bosses.
Why would Prize not go on cam?
I don't know.
Such a cutie.
So shy, right? He's shy. He's a shy boy.
And he did a really good job too. Recently, I've been going through past episodes, so I've been, preparing for our episode 100, and that was one of the ones I watched for a little while, and I'm like, I got nothing here. I can't take a clip of a swirly box. So there's like a photo of Prize and a swirly box, and that is where you fit into that video, Pasha.
It was like after the show. My cam decided to work. Wasn't
That's right,
because
we stayed on after the show and talked to you for a while. Yeah.
That
nobody ever
the
saw.
After
We
party
saw
was where
it.
it's at,
the after
guys.
party. That's right.
Well, let's head into this little interviewee poo, shall we? Thanks for coming on such last minute.
No problem.
Like crazy short notice. That's awesome.
I was like laying in bed watching anime, and all of a sudden I get a Sal message, and I'm like, I wonder what she wants. And I looked at it, and I'm like, F yeah, can't swear. So yeah, I was excited.
Our guest tonight is no stranger to CTR or Mythic Rating. Welcome, Pasha. And why don't you head into it, Belschnickel?
What? Head into Belschnickel?
Head into the the first question we have.
Let's not head into Belschnickel.
Welcome to the show, Pasha. Why don't you head right on into Belschnickel?
I'm trying to figure out where we're going here. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so Pasha, tell us about yourself. Like, who is Pasha in real life, man? You don't have to give us your name, obviously, but like, what are you into? Like, give us some background information, because we all know you game and you tank and you raid hard. Like, there's no debate that you're one of probably the best tanks in our guild. So tell us some of the other stuff about you that we don't already know.
Well, on the side, I'm a normal human. I work.
Good.
Yeah. Just like
normal humans. Very nice.
Normal human. Mostly I game. Like, that's pretty much what I do. I come home from work and I jump on WoW and I AP grind all day long. Sometimes I play my alts. I'm also a creative, so I like to draw, paint.
Okay.
I like to snowboard. I like to, I don't know, go out drinking with friends.
Yeah.
Same stuff, but I'm just a normal human. Nothing
for gaming, you're just playing WoW right now? Or do you play any other games?
Right now, I'm just playing WoW. I have no time. I tried playing Final Fantasy. I tried getting into Guild Wars 2. Skyrim got remodeled, and I wanted to play that. I don't have time.
I find that if you're playing WoW and you're really active and playing, like pushing, like it's hard to play other games because you kind of always have in the back of your mind, like I could be doing this. I could be improving my character or doing something.
To the gym, I'm playing WoW.
I could be getting in shape.
Yeah. I'm cosplaying now. That's another thing. I'm starting cosplay. I have my first debut in Anime Boston this year.
Wow, so are we going to see you at BlizzCon doing your thing next year or what?
I'm hoping to come up with something. I want something different. I don't want to do like the same old. I want to like create something spectacular and do something like out of the ordinary.
Cool.
So yeah, that's. I've been streaming.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been lately. But that's my next project. I think I'm gonna get into more creative streaming rather than just playing WoW all the time.
Cool.
So, yes.
I'm excited about the BlizzCon cosplay, man. Like, those people go hard. People go hard at BlizzCon. You know what I mean? Like,
that's my inspiration. Actually, was from BlizzCon. And talking.
I always miss the thing because we're always having our party at that time.
I was gonna miss it this year and go to that, but I didn't because I was just like, I can't miss. It's
just not enough nights, man.
No, there needs to be more nights.
Do you talk to Kaz at all?
I was just gonna say I've talked to Kaz and her what is it, the golem that she did last year?
Yeah.
Like blew my mind.
She did Greymane.
Yes, and she did Greymane this year.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 years ago. There we go.
She came on the show, yeah.
That was just amazing. Like, and she was just in this little suit all day long in like 90-degree weather. Like, she's talented, very talented.
Yeah, yes. Gosh, I follow her on Facebook and Twitter. Her and Frosty.
Yep, I stalk them. I'm just like, what are they working on now? my cosplay goals right there. But yeah.
Oh, hey! So give us a little bit of a feel for your like your gaming history, or your Blizzard history. Like, when did you start gaming? What made you a gamer?
So when I was a kid, I literally had every single gaming system ever created. My dad was a nerd, teenager kid having a daughter. So he raised me to be kind of like her, like a son rather than a daughter. So I was like a tomboy. So I had like an Atari. I started playing Nintendo. Like Super Mario 3 was like my favorite game, and then I got into it deep with Zelda. Like, Zelda was, I think, everybody's like go-to game.
For sure.
So, and then I had the Sega Genesis. I had all of it. My first Blizzard game was originally StarCraft.
Yes.
That was where I first started playing any Blizzard game, but I didn't know it was from Blizzard. I didn't pay attention to that stuff. I was just like, this game's fun. Like, my brother had it on his computer, so I messed around with it, and then from there, I didn't touch anything. I was more about like my friends and skateboarding and stuff like that, and I stopped playing games. Then Xbox came out with Halo, so me and Halo were like
tight.
We were so tight. It was all 9-day Mountain Dew, Doritos, and Halo.
You and Nevox both. Gosh.
Yes, we relate. And then Call of Duty was my other game for a long time. And I wish that when I was playing Call of Duty, Twitch was a thing. Because I don't want to toot my own horn, but I was really good at it. Like, I spent hours getting really good at that game because I hated my boyfriend, my ex at the time, for being better at me at this game. So I trained myself day and night. And I just got really good at that game. Ended up being like competitive for a little while.
Wow.
And then I just stopped because me and him had a rocky past and needed to move on into another game. And that's when I started playing World of Warcraft. And haven't left since.
I'm loving that StarCraft was your gateway, man, because that was my gateway. That was my gateway into Blizzard, man. That's why I tried a while. I was like, well, they made this game. This game's cool. Maybe this WoW game is kind of fun.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. I love StarCraft. I still haven't played the new stuff, though. But Kerrigan is like, I want to do a cosplay of her, like, so bad. But she's the most difficult, probably, out of everything. Maybe, when I get better. But she's my favorite.
Okay, so one of the reasons we wanted to have you on is because, it's because you're this seriously awesome gamer. Like, obviously you have a big history of it, and you're a mythic raider, and you're a girl, right?
Yes.
You're female, you're a woman.
It's shocking to a lot of people when I open up my mic and they're just like, "Are you tanking?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Wait, girls?
Like, oh my god, what? I'm just like,
you don't heal?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's totally a thing. Now we've obviously had a bunch of women on the show in the past, but I don't know. I just kind of got this wild hair to talk about being female in the gaming world, And when we found out that you were coming on, I'm like, hey, why don't we just bring it up now, And that exact thing that you just mentioned. I was gonna say, when people first find out that this elite bear tank, because you're a bear tank generally, yeah?
Yes, I'm a bear tank. Yes, I did a little bit of prop paladin for a while, but I couldn't stay away from my bear. I love my druid so much. Druid number 1.
Yeah, I mean you're known for being a druid tank, but when people see someone who just totally kicking butt, and then you turn on your mic and they go, whoa. That's a pretty high-pitched voice for a tank. So, I mean, does that happen that often? I suppose it does.
Not as much anymore, but in the past, before I joined CTR, I jumped to a lot of guilds because it was really hard for me to actually get a really good community of people. I was also Horde. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Horde. A lot of immaturity in the Horde area. Every time I would join a team, I would get disrespected as a female. They would aggressively hit on me, and it wasn't like you're pretty or anything like that. It'd be like, hey, so are you gonna send me nudes after this wipe? Right. And I'm just like, what? Like, what do you think I am? Like, you're gonna, just because you just said that to me, you're just gonna automatically get nudes from me?
Like, yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, that's so attractive, man. No, I got that all the time, and it was so frustrating. So, when I heard about you guys, I was like, a community of people that are, semi-adults. I'm like, yeah, this is my calling. So, I came over to CTR. And it's been great. I haven't gotten harassed. I haven't, when I do pug, I kind of I try to stay quiet. But so far, I've haven't really been that, harassed. Twitch, though, on the other hand, it's a whole nother.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's. Yeah. Okay. All right. We definitely want to talk about that. But Cuddles, do you have a question?
So, do people ever refer to you as a dude in game, or like a?
Oh yes.
Like
so for the so for the longest time, okay, when I first transferred over here, I was a male Worgen. And everybody, even Prize, thought I was a guy. Like until I, went in their vent or mumble or something like that. He's just like, "Are you kidding me? Like you're a chick this whole time? I thought you were a guy." I'm like, no, but I mean, I do get referred to from friends, like, "Hey, dude, what's going on?" Or, "What's up, bro?" Whatever. But yeah, I do get referred to. If I don't talk on the mic, I do get referred to as a guy. So it's fine. I roll with it.
I mean, the assumption is by most people that more guys play video games.
Hey, oh yeah, more
or
guys.
Or even play video games in general. Like when you run into somebody like a girl that plays games, whether or not you're aware of it or not, there's an element of like surprise in the back of your mind, like, oh wow, that's cool. Like you play video games. You know what I mean? Like where it's a guy who plays video games, like all right, whatever, that's cool. Like we all play video games. You know what I mean?
It's not different. It's the same. And yeah, it's like when I don't cue my mic or if I don't say I'm a girl, I just roll with it. Like I'm just like, I don't care. I'm not gonna sit there as long as we're just killing bosses, it doesn't matter. But like when I do open my mic, there's some people that are like surprised at first. They're just like, "Oh my god, you're a girl."
Why is the assumption that girls aren't good?
I know.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like we're not out there on the football field playing a contact sport, like using your fingers in your hands. Like, but the assumption is, I think
it's because it's a guy-dominated area. Like just like snowboarding. Like, there's not that many girls that snowboard. When I snowboard, it's like maybe I see a couple girls, but there's so many guys. Like, it's crazy. Kind of like Alaska.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty big assumption. In
it is.
In CTR, okay, there were some numbers that came out, and a pretty reputable source, and I'll link it in the chat room, where 2 years ago, 35% of WoW players were women.
Mm-hmm. It's very true. There's so many out there.
There's just a ton.
Yeah.
And in CTR, we don't keep like total like real numbers on this. We don't have like a check your gender box, like we don't have that. But at least a few years ago, it seemed pretty equal, or even like there was more women than men.
Well, as being in the community for so long and jumping in and doing different raids and helping other teams out, I've witnessed so many other female gamers, and just within the CTR community, I've seen other girl tanks. I've seen other girl DPS blow my mind. Like they're out there. It's like, granted, like not a lot of them are high-end raiders. I think I know one girl that's like I think she's in Serenity that I follow on Twitch, and she's a boomkin, and she's just amazing at her whatever I can't boomkin, but she's awesome at it, and she's doing the Serenity hours, so like we're out there.
Go ahead, Sal. No, I said when I think about some of the people I've raided with, some of the best players I've played with have been women. Now, I never thought about it until now, but some of the best DPS that we've had, there's one that comes to mind, Mililicious, Tink Noser. She came to us back from Greener Pastures before we came into CTR, but just some of the highest numbers I've seen, just on recount and stuff, has been from female players.
A theory of mine has been a lot of these people have only raided in their guilds, like their certain guilds, so they haven't gone outside of the box. So when they actually ask for the help outside of the box and they get that one person who's a female, they all get freaked out. Like, they're just like, whoa, girls play this game? Like, what? But, people like us that branch out all the time and constantly, we interact with each other all the time. So it's like, it's not new. But there are some guilds that are like completely like secluded to themselves, and when they actually, so. But that's my theory, at least.
Well, yeah, and okay, the assumption that women aren't good. Yeah, I mean that could totally be up there, and those people are jerks. Okay.
Yeah.
But
there's guys that aren't good. I mean, I'm just saying.
Totally. I mean, we get Tink in the chat room now. I mean, there's your example.
Yeah.
Right.
No. There's a lively chat going on right now. Definitely. Mm-hmm. But I think even the nicest, most reasonable people could still assume that most gamers are guys, and that's definitely a thing, you know. But
I mean, I assume. I'm not gonna lie, I do the same thing. And then when they're girls, I'm like, yes, thank you for being a female. Let's be best friends. Like, I get excited whenever I'm like playing with another female.
Right. Yeah, but you know, we're sorry, I was taking care of something. but we're wrong. There's just a ton, and it's creeping up on half in WoW anyway.
Yeah.
So, anyway, there was hey, Bill Schnickel, you got next?
Yeah, I was distracted by the chat room.
Yeah, I hear it. Sorry.
So talk to us about the stream. Like you said, earlier you had said you had some issues on Twitch and stuff. But so you're streaming regularly now, or you're trying to get into it more? Like talk to us
regularly. About that I was doing it regularly.
Okay, and that was just raids. You were streaming the raids, or?
Yep, just raids. When Legion first came out, I streamed a lot just because it was fresh, it was out of the box, it was nice new content, so people wanted to watch. But when I stopped, like, it was just raiding 2 days a week or 3 days a week, I stopped streaming as much because nobody wants to watch me, you know, run around and do world quests and stuff like that. It's just not, it's monotonous and boring, and nobody's going to ask questions about that. Whereas, like, if you're raiding, people are going to ask, like, what are you guys doing for your strat? Right. What are you using for talents? What's your gear look like? Blah, blah, blah. Like, there's more relatable
and during the raid, are you, like, addressing this stuff, or are you kind of like...
Oh, yeah, totally. Like, if anybody has a question, I answer it to the best of my ability. Or one of my mods will... Like, Prize is usually a mod, so if there's a team question or anything like that, he'll jump on it if I'm too busy, like, paying attention. You know, like, but right now, with, like, a lot of life things going on, like, I had to get a job, I had to get, you know, we're remodeling our house, there's just so much going on that I had to pause it for a little while. Yeah. But also... when I started streaming, there was kind of like, I'm a very shy person and very like, I don't know, I get a little like anxious whenever I see somebody in my chat that's just like, oh my god, show me your tits, blah blah blah, like stuff like that. It's just so uncomfortable, man. Like, you're on a Twitch stream, like, that's not how you get a lady. Like, for all you guys out there, that's not how you get a lady. Twitch is for gaming, you know, or supporting there's other someone or watching some. Yeah, like Pornhub, man, come on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it got really frustrating for me, and I'm 30 years old. Like, it maybe if I'm like 28, like a little bit younger, 21, 22, whatever, like, it'd be fun to just sit there and make fun of them, but like now I'm just like, I don't care anymore. Like,
so you always have a mod in there then when you're streaming, pretty much.
Oh, like, yes. Paxton's usually there, and we don't ban them right away. We instead insult them. So
insult them,
wow, you're a very lonely person. Like, yeah, we literally just insult them, and they don't realize that they're being insulted most of the time.
Right. They're probably just happy they're getting attention. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally. But then they stick around. Like, it's weird because they'll stick around and then all of a sudden they'll completely flip. Some of them. Mm-hmm. Others not so much. A lot of them will flip and start acting nicer. And then when the people that they were once, you know, comes in the chat, they'll start white knighting, basically. They'll sit there and be like, don't talk to her like that, blah, blah, blah.
That's my girl, Pasha.
Yeah, give her respect, blah, blah, blah. She's a great person. And I'm just like... You guys are just like that, like, not even a month ago. Like, but yeah, that's Twitch for you. Like, being a female Twitcher.
Anytime you're in a public forum, you know, whether it's Twitter or anything, or you post a video on YouTube, you're gonna have some good comments, and you're gonna have people that are just
the negative.
You know,
it's fine. It's something that you have to handle yourself. But you know, it got like I said, it got really monotonous and tiring. So I would leave. Okay, so I would shut my Twitch off. I would have my messages full of just like, hey, you want to make extra cash? You want to do this? Like all the time messages of, hey, so I want to donate to you. What do I get in return? I'm like, it's a donation, man.
Right,
like, do you not know what that means? Like, yeah.
And that's kind of a problem that I would almost say like female streamers are gonna have that a lot of male streamers just aren't gonna have. You know what I mean? Like,
male streamers, you guys are lucky because they stay for you, whereas like females, you don't know what it is. Like, it's a very
right. Are they fantasizing about me, or are they here because I'm a good player, or
so
whatever?
Creepy. Yeah. Like, I have a really good community that I did build, and they're still around. You know, they know that I'm going through, and they'll message me here and there. And plus, they're on my BattleNet, so I still interact with them. But when I do pop on, and the people that haven't seen me in a long time, they'll come hang out. And then I get the new people that are just like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, this is why I don't stream.
Right.
So, but it's not, it's really hard for, it's easy for females to get the viewers. It's hard for females to get genuine viewers.
Right, that aren't there just to creep.
Yes, exactly. But, streaming. I did it for a little while. I did it for rating. I still do it every now and then. I don't use my cam very often because it's just something I don't want to have to. It's another headache when I'm trying to progress. So, like I said, I will be pushing my streaming towards like creative, other than like, because then maybe I won't get like the crazy wannabe 16-year-olds that are trying to get attention. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I'll get people that actually want to see what I'm doing and, you know, like ask me questions, hang out, whatever, sip coffee with me while I paint or something, you know, like chit chat. So looking forward to seeing how that turns out.
Let us know when you do that. We'll definitely pimp it out on the show too.
Yes, that'd be awesome. I do want to get badges. Eventually I want to do like BlizzCon badges and stuff like that. So that'll be cool. I need some, you know, practice before I sit that.
BlizzCon badges. What do you mean? Oh,
she's an artiste.
Like
make it like I want to make my own style. Like it won't be as beautiful as what's her name's Zoe's.
Yeah.
Oh God, hers are so pretty. This BlizzCon.
I'm actually gonna get one this year. I've never had one. I'm always like, how do I get one of these things? Like everybody's got them. Sal's always got a nice one. I think even Cuddles. Did you have one, Cuddles?
But I can't remember who my badge is awesome, but I booked through Badge Babes like the first year that they did Badge Babes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And there was a young lady that she started Mythic raiding. She hurt her hand. I don't know. She had a headache. I understand all of these things, but you took on a commitment, and I gave you U.S. American folding paper money. And then they were like, we'll give you your money back, and here's another artist. But like, it wasn't like all the artists were open, and I had picked this one when they were. I had like a really bad experience.
It was a mess.
So I ended up going through Well Played Party, getting a Zoe Zazu badge, and I love it.
I have a Zoe Zazu badge too, right here. Let's see.
I'm getting a badge this year, man. Forget that.
Yeah,
I got
a
Fabelina. I have a Fabelina one.
Yeah, that's so sweet, man.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
So
She's got BlizzCon background. She got the glasses on there.
So cool.
I've gotten so much artwork over the years. I've gotten Evilani made me like a thing for Twitter. That was awesome. Ursangus, obviously. I've got that hanging on my wall just over here. And let's see. And I just love it. I love our community. It's amazing.
Before BlizzCon next year, we should try to get her on the show. You think she'd come on before BlizzCon and talk about her badges and stuff?
Zoe? She would.
We should do that.
10 of 10.
We should do that.
Her and her husband are amazing.
Yes.
Have him come on too.
Really, really cool people.
Yeah.
I was.
And they're from South Carolina, I think it is.
They're like literally the sweetest people ever. I enjoy them.
They like totally like I don't know what I imagined when I was thinking about like this wonderful, amazing artist creating wonderful things, but I was not thinking like South Carolina really thick Southern accent. Like, it's like, howdy, we're from South Carolina. Like, I think it's South Carolina. I'm sorry if it's North Carolina and I'm offending you guys. But no, they're
the accents are dramatically different.
Yes.
He's like, that was your South Carolina voice there,
man.
That
was my South Carolina. I can't do North Carolina. I can't get into the. No, but they're awesome people.
Yeah, we should plan on that. That'd be cool.
Love it. Okay. Gosh, we've had a really good show. A really good topic tonight. It's awesome. So you were talking about something else you wanted to bring up, yeah?
Yes, I wanted to bring up picking a day where we can all get together as a community and just drunk raid. Like a massive drunk raid? Yeah. Like, or even like, I don't know, just something. We need to do something where we can all get together and just, lay low and not have to worry about, having the right gear, having to be this, having to be a certain class, having, like, whatever. Let's just kill bosses.
Kind of like an old school Rex Flex?
Yeah. Even, like, we don't have to raid the most current raid. We can go BS and, like, TOT or something, get transmog, do achievements for people, like, whatever. Like, it's something, like, I know a lot of you guys don't play as much in WoW, but I think it'd be kind of like a one night a week where we can all just get along and, drink.
Something like that should be happening.
I love that. There
used to be a day.
It's having somebody that's willing to commit to do it. Because the thing about that kind of stuff is if you do it like 1 week and then it doesn't happen like for 2 weeks, then you don't get any kind of a build up for it. If it's consistent, people will start to come and it'll become a thing. It doesn't have to be every week, but I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna do something like that, finding someone who's willing to do it and doing it consistently, that would be awesome.
I think it'd be fun. And plus it's like it's a break for me as well. Like I enjoy doing like other things besides the mythic rating. I enjoy, like, if somebody needs me to come to a normal, it's practice for me.
Right. Less stressful too. I mean,
and the stress is gone and like I don't have to, pay attention, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I think it'd be fun.
I think so too. I'd be totally all about that. All right. Well, what's the next thing, Belschnickel?
All right. So Pasha, traditionally on this show, we have to have you kind of like list everybody you're raiding with, without looking. Just just keep it real, keep it fresh. Don't make any mistakes. Don't miss anybody because they'll be offended. But yeah, go.
Okay, so Tapatovo, Kleptic.
Right.
We got Double D or Dumpster Dan. We have
oh no.
Buns. We have Tea and Crumpets. We have Holy Bee. We have God, this is hard, guys.
Wow. So if you haven't been mentioned
we have
she may not care about you.
Cypher.
Okay.
The Jambi, obviously, Laros, or Will, as you guys know him. We have new people. We have Milari. We have Sin, who's our Shadow Priest. We have Envin. We have Howland.
Okay.
I think I'm trying to think of all our healers. We have Rhino. We have...
No love for the healers, man. Keeping you alive during your raid.
We have Jalpon, who's new. We have Lochrin. We have... I already said Kleptic. We have... trying to think of like each like role.
Mm-hmm.
We have... I said Envin. We have...
So basically, if she hasn't mentioned you yet, in her mind, you're just not that important.
Theory, obviously, I co-tank with Theory. We have...
Oh, you play with Theory? I like Theory.
Yeah,
Theory's a cool dude.
This is Convert to Mythic we're talking about, man. Like, all these people are people that we know.
No, but I'm saying, like, Theory. Like, I saw Theory here in
Crab
Florida.
people, of course. I forgot to mention Crab.
I was going to say, Crab people, he's the one that helps me with my Enhance.
Yeah. Did he get you in on that kill the other night? Because he was just like, oh, Sal's coming in. I'm like, oh my god, yes.
Remember, because you, like, turned into a donkey and was doing something weird to me?
I was the doe form and I was kicking a soccer ball and it looked like I was doing very NS FW stuff to her.
Did you forget anybody, Pasha? Because I just want to make sure that person is thoroughly and utterly offended.
I think I got everybody actually.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Hopefully you did.
Delkin.
I'm sure we'll hear about it if you didn't.
Delkin.
Delkin?
He's our boomkin. And Ayada, he's our new priest who changed his name a couple times. I think that's it. Actually.
Good job. That's a lot of people.
Hopefully
you didn't miss anybody.
Hopefully. I'm pretty sure. Reppins! I'm missing Reppins. Okay, that is everybody. I'm pretty sure
that's everybody.
Everyone. Yes.
All right.
That is everyone.
Nice.
Did I pass?
Well, that's not up for us to decide.
We'll find out. if she didn't mention you, tweet at the show and make her feel terrible for not recognizing your existence.
There's another small tradition on this show, and it's me getting salty about Convert to Mythic. I just want to throw this out here. I tried out one time, and I like apped. I was like, I want to be on the team. They're like, all right, let's talk to you. And
we're gonna Brewmaster.
I was gonna Mistweave, and I got online on a work trip, got a message from AComp saying, hey, your tryout's in 5 minutes. I'm on my work laptop without a mouse and on hotel Wi-Fi.
Oh my god!
Man.
And I couldn't figure out. So it was the cool part of it was Gorfiend. It was I think it was Gorfiend, the little roly-poly dude.
Gorfiend.
Yeah,
yes.
Gorfiend.
So on Mythic, he dropped something like a little turd below him that blew up.
Gorfiend. What's his name? I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Blackrock Hole, or
the one that rolled around.
Foundry.
The Gorfiend.
Was it Gorfiend? That wasn't Gorfiend.
No. I didn't do that raid.
Yeah,
the one that
rolled around the little Pac-Man.
The one that Kaz cosplayed basically.
Yeah, he dropped a little thing that exploded and it would kill you and then wipe half the damn raid. I couldn't see it because my graphics settings were so low on my work laptop.
And you told him this, right? You're
also,
just
I'm
man.
absolutely a horrible. I didn't even know it was there. They kept on telling me not to stand in the thing, and I was like, "What thing?" And they're like, "The thing," and I'm like, "I don't see the thing. Where's the thing?" So that was the day,
man.
That was the day that my dreams of Mythic raising
were
crushed. Or
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was the day.
So you're not salty about it, though, are you?
No, not at all.
I hope you're not salty. I'm sorry.
No,
we could have been raiding together.
In all honesty, I'm totally not a Mythic raider. I don't know what I was doing there. It was embarrassing. And
you had to say you tried, man.
You still tried. No.
I gave it a shot.
I applaud you, sir, for trying, and that's all that matters. All of you guys can be Mythic raiders. All of you guys. I'm just saying, you guys can be. Yes, you can.
I don't even think Cuddles is 110 yet.
If you practice.
Whoa! Whoa! I have 110.
You do have a 10?
And I completed my Druid class all, and I've been raiding. Rarely, but I've been raiding. I've been in the Nighthold. I've been in the Nighthold. We killed the little guy with the little vacuum cleaners.
His voice. I want to meet that guy's voice. The voice actor to him. So good.
The vacuum cleaners? Oh my god, that's fun. It's like he's killing you with cake.
Yeah. If I'm tanking, I'll try and sneak away to go get cake every now and then.
Like the meat cake.
You're not supposed to get cake if you're a tank, Pasha.
I know. Well, I can. I gotta tank the boss. If I'm not tanking, if Theory's tanking, I'll scoot over and you see this bare butt just kind of slowly scoot over and then get the food, then run over. Nobody notices. It's fine. I remember. Right. Okay, so I do have a funny story.
Tell it.
When Tafa was first creating his video, and it was Scorpion, whatever Tovo said in the video. I didn't realize that you were supposed to tank the ads when the boss called them. So what I did was I stayed in the front where they spawn, and I was just like, "Whoa!" like thrashing and everything. And apparently, you're not supposed to do that, but it worked out in the end, so we're good. But it was really funny because like somebody commented on the video and was just like, "You do realize that you're not supposed to tank that?" And I was like, Tadfa responded. He was just like, "Well, we realized that, but the bear tank didn't." But it worked out.
She's making her own strat. She's got her own strat.
Yeah, I was screaming, like I was like in fear because I thought I was gonna die. But we survived. It was fine. All was good.
It's probably because you're a girl.
Yeah, I was like I didn't realize that was like a thing. I just saw that I needed to go and get those ads, so I got those ads, and as soon as Taffa was just like, no, Pasha, I was like, ah, like, what am I doing wrong?
Aw.
Freaked out, but it was fine. Like I said, most of the melee DPS, they loved it because they parsed, because, the AoE.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our new strat from like now on.
If it works, keep doing it.
Pasha strat.
The Pasha strat. Do the Pasha.
Yep.
Okay, well, tell our viewers and listeners how they can get a hold of you.
All right, so Twitter is just Pasha_CTR. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
My Twitch is Lady Pasha, LadyPasha.
Cool.
So that's the best way you can get hold of me.
Wonderful. I just want to make sure to put all that in the show notes here. Just Lady Pasha.
Yep.
Cool.
You were an awesome guest.
Thanks.
Awesome to have you on the show.
Thanks so much for coming, especially at the last minute. You're crazy awesome.
Me and Cuddle's gonna party at PAX East. I'm just saying.
Oh my God! When is that?
When is that?
Like
that's what's coming up, isn't it?
18
March
days, something like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like,
I'm not going to the con. I'm not going to PAX East, but we should definitely meet up and get like pho or like go to some cool restaurant.
Wait a minute. Where is PAX
City,
East?
right?
I want to go. I want to go to
Boston,
the bar.
isn't it?
Yeah,
in Boston, right?
Let's
That
go to Faneuil
oldest
Hall.
bar. Oh hell yeah! Oh my
Let's
God!
do that.
There's a lobster roll place in I can't say it like you did. In that place that has like the best lobster rolls that I've ever had.
Yeah, let's do it. And then they have Dick's
15
Last
days until I check in and leave.
Okay,
15
let's do it.
days.
Let's make fun.
Wait a minute. What's going on? So it's in Boston.
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 It's down there with my boy. He's wicked
Get a
smart. He's
pack
been
of
drinking a
ads.
Sam Adams, but he
Wicked
can't find
hot.
his khakis. It's wicked smart.
It's funny because when you're from Boston and you hear other people do it, it's like, no.
I grew up in Massachusetts. I did not even know there was an accent until I left.
Yeah. I don't know. I moved
Pasha,
to New
are you
Hampshire.
in Boston? Boston? Do you like live in
No.
Boston?
I live near Boston. It's like a 2-hour drive for me, so.
Oh,
And I love Boston, so any excuse for me to go down there, I'm there.
I'm just thinking. Do you know how close I am to Boston?
You're in New York. You're like
4 hours, 3.5
Yeah.
hours.
we could probably take a day trip. Well, we still need to because I have never been to New York. So.
Girl, I got a couch. It's got your name on it right here.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do this. Let's make plans.
And the newest edition, access to a kitchen.
Oh,
Yeah.
all the food.
Yeah.
I am a
I love giving
refrigerator.
Sal crap about that.
I am a game raider, but I am the best refrigerator ever.
I made these awesome sweet potato black bean burritos the other day. Holy God. And Belschnickel, I sent you the recipe even. It's so good.
I didn't get that recipe till like later, which is kind of weird. But that's something for another show.
Anyway,
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. But my point is, I can go to PAX East parties.
Yes.
Do that.
I could do that.
So, okay, what I have is a place to stay. It's my grandmother's house. They're in Florida because they're, snowbirds, whatever. So if you need a place that's, if you can't get a hotel or something, because it's booked, like, there's no place right now for PAX East.
Done. I'm coming to Boston.
But you can just
Done.
come stay with
Listen,
me.
done.
It's
I'm coming
Oh,
to
that'd be
good.
awesome.
That's,
Yeah.
Listen.
We're outside of Boston. You take the T right in. We don't have to drive, and you don't have to do that stress. So we can just take the T, drive around, Uber, whatever. And yeah,
Okay.
we should
Listen, I understand that we're like recording live.
I know.
All the
I'm
people
sorry,
and
guys,
stuff.
for like making plans to hang out.
But listen, I'm coming to Boston. I'm gonna give Cuddles a hug. I'm gonna give you a hug, and I'm gonna sleep on whatever you have to sleep on. Let's just mark it down.
Okay.
Cool.
Done.
Okay.
Done.
We do need to move on with the show, though. We do need to get it going. But I'll,
One thing before we let you go, what's your favorite part of the brownie? The crispy, delicious crust?
Wow.
Or the
instant
fall apart, like, I don't know, the middle?
The
Your crust?
corner. The crust is my favorite.
Crust.
Favorite.
Belschnickel. What?
I'm just offended by that, man. Like, how could you not be down with like the gooey center of something? Like, why would you go for the hard crust when you could go for the middle that's juicy?
Okay, so if you make a sandwich with it and the middle part with the ice cream gets hard with that, I'm all about that. But
what about
don't like the gooey. I don't know.
What about like lasagna? If someone makes a lasagna, you eating on the outer edge? You going for a middle piece?
Yep.
Outer edge. Outer edge.
You guys got problems that we can't even begin to solve tonight. We can't even begin to solve those problems tonight. There's a deep-seated issue in there. We should have like a food episode.
I don't know why. It's a
and just talk about food thing. And like what we like, and then like we'll do like a cribs like kitchen like cooking part of the show. Like we get to just make something and then eat it and say how good it tastes. Because everything
going nuts right now.
Everything on TV tastes good. You know.
Edge, yes. Edge.
You edge people are like weird, man. Like
Turards is also a middle lasagna person.
Middle lasagna, like if you.
What about
meatloaf? The outer edge of lasagna, the pasta can get hard and like dry, and it's just bad for like your mouth.
Honestly, it's a texture thing. I like the texture. I like the.
You like a
cornbread, same thing.
Yeah. No. Okay. So when I get a Subway sub, I put chips in it. Because I like the crunch.
I don't mind that. I don't mind even Doritos or something in that. I don't mind that crunch. I like that crunch.
T has been triggered. Oh no, don't trigger T.
Has been triggered. Okay, we gotta move on or we're just never gonna.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Never gonna start talking about food up in here, you know?
Thank you, Pasha. You rock.
Thank you, Pasha.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Thanks again.
Listen, I'm legit.
She's awesome.
I'm like, if I got a place to stay, I'm coming. Like, I can't get a ticket to PAX or anything, but like...
Well, I mean, unless you're talking, yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, like, scalping is, like, you just walk up there and buy a ticket for face value. People are like, oh, it's sold out. Like, no, just show up. You can, if you're anywhere near PAX East and you want to be there and you can find a place to stay, just show up. You gotta find out when or what we're going to do, when and where and how. Like I got to know that like ASAP.
You have like a job to do with stuff.
Yeah,
but
I'm
like
there,
me and
I'm
Pasha,
there at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm
I have to hook up with Andy Hannon while I'm up there. Oh,
there's a lot of people up there.
Listen, Andy Hannon is fun to party with. Oh my gosh, and he knows all the good Boston places. He took me to this place that had like this it was like it wasn't a margarita, but it was made with not tequila, but mezcal, and it had like a burning, on fire piece of cinnamon stick on it. So it was oh my god. I'm just saying, he knows the best places. You gonna get tea in here?
I'm excited there for a second. Yeah, get tea up in here.
It's
time for tea.
I did not work in the time for tea sounder into that video I made for next week, and that is a mistake. That I can't.
I don't get no respect.
What's going on, T?
Hey!
Oh my God, Navox Cheetos and a PB&J. Yes, Cheetos.
No, you can't do the
peanut butter.
The jelly with the Cheetos? What are you crazy? Yes. Are you mad?
I'd probably take the jelly out actually.
Yes.
Because I do peanut butter and pickle sandwiches.
Okay.
So I could get down with Cheetos.
Let's talk about that.
What are we talking about?
Like wet pickles?
Pickles they're wet, but I mean, that's part of the fun.
You just shake them off.
Oh, these are things that should not be.
I had a friend of mine growing up that his thing was peanut butter and cheese.
I do peanut butter and
like
cream
melted
cheese.
Cheddar cheese on
Navox
peanut
said,
butter.
It's a party in your mouth.
If you want to hear about my obsession with pickles, Cuddles and I just recorded a Twisted Nether podcast. Okay. And just listen to the whole podcast. But if you can't, fast forward to the final 3 questions they ask you. And they'll ask what your favorite Sunday is. And you'll get a little insight to Turarts. And it has to do with pickles.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I forgot to say a thing at the top of the show.
What did you forget?
For some reason, all this stuff is reminding me of it. I don't know why, but I was on a Netflix episode this past week.
What show?
Yay!
The Michael Bolton Valentine's Day special.
Ooh.
Woo!
Netflix is a podcast all about Netflix shows. Mr. Cuddles does a thing that's kind of like it by the same people with Amazon Prime. But when Netflix came out with Michael Bolton Valentine's Day special, I said, that sounds amazing. I want to be on that show. And I tweeted them, and they said, yeah, come on. And Belschnickel, you've been on Netflix before.
Yeah, I did the Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I've been on there before. Cuddles, have you been on there before?
Yes, I've done Fuller House, and I did something else with them like early on. And completely the opposite of you saying that you wanted to be on the Michael Bolton episode. I was forced to watch a show called The Collection, which is about a post-World War II period piece about a French designer that makes women's dresses. And, like, I don't know if you guys have gotten to know me yet, but that doesn't really sound like Cuddles' bag of, like,
That's not Cuddles talk. That's not Cuddles talk right there.
So I was there this week, and on as T said, we were both guests on Twisted Nether, which was really cool. They did their 275th episode.
Yeah.
They've been around for 9 years. Blew me away. They've been around like forever.
Wow.
Incredible. I've been listening to them for a long time. Good people.
Well, TLDR, do not watch that Valentine's Day special. There are 5 of us. 2 of us hated it. 3 of us loved it. So I was on the losing side, full disclosure. But, yes, now I'm hungry. Oh, peanut butter and Marmite. Also,
I've never had Marmite.
There is
actually.
some crazy food stuff going on in the chat room right now. Like, just crazy stuff happening.
Brownie Talk After Dark. That's a hashtag. So Bruce Nee is here, and Bruce Nee, I'm telling you, put some Vegemite on a peanut butter sandwich, and just there you go. It's not the same as Marmite, but it's similar. Okay, Miss Turarts, you got to give us some updates. Get us back on the rails.
I got updates.
It's the longest show in the
tons of
history
updates.
of Converted.
No, it's not. Close, but no, it's not. Anyway, so updates. We're doing another raid recruitment event this weekend. So Friday, the 24th, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. server, we will be in the Convert to Raid Discord. And Saturday, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. server, we will be in the Convert to Raid Discord. We're going to be doing it differently than before. We'll meet in the Guild Events channel, and every team will have their own channel just like before. It's just going to be in Discord. I think I might end up doing a temporary text channel just so I can spam links so we're not spamming one of the actual channels that people use stuff for in there. But yet to be decided. I'm still playing around. This is a first for us in Discord doing this. So, be kind, be patient. Don't rail on me too much. Now, due to poor planning and timing, we have 2 events going on Friday. So I will tell you a thing about the raid recruitment event. We're having it 2 days. And all the information I give to everyone goes out publicly on, I think, Friday. I think I just sent it out on Friday, and then I post it again Saturday. So you're only really missing talking to the team. But most of the teams I've had have been more than happy to have chats if people can't make it. So, it's awesome if you can. But Sinja is hosting a CTR dueling tournament, which is going to be phenomenal about the same time that the raid recruitment event is actually happening. So if you're like, I don't know which one to go to, skip the recruitment, go to the dueling tournament. Either make the recruitment event on Saturday or message me. I will get you the recruitment information because that dueling tournament is going to be a ton of fun. So yeah, that's happening Friday as well, 6:15 to 8:15 p.m. server, hosted by Sinja. It's going to be a blast. And we will be doing a HOTS run. Cuddles and I will be doing a HOTS run Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. So we might not get all the games in just because doing some math, they average about 15 minutes according to someone who just did it, maybe 12, but that's still going to run you 180 minutes. That's 3 hours. We're only doing it for 2. So we'll get a lot of games, not all of them. We have a podcast to do, so that's why we have to dip. But if you all want to keep on going afterwards to finish your games, feel free to. And then a huge shout out to Wares, because he just hosted a successful HOTS run this past week.
Everyone's talking about it. Yeah.
Killed it. Him and he had someone help him, and I'm blanking on names right now, and I'm so sorry. But you, just awesome. Seriously, you guys rock. So Cuddles and I will be doing it again this Sunday. There's talk that Wares might be doing another one. I'm not quite sure when, but Cinch is doing her dueling tournament. We have lots of stuff happening. On kind of a officery side, there is an event survey that's been circulating around Twitter. If you sign up for the guild newsletter, you got it as well. Fill it out. Be honest. Be brutal if you have to be. We want to make sure we're doing events geared towards you, gauged for this guild. So, answer it. Be honest. We've had some trolls answer it. They're kind of funny. But nothing you can say is going to hurt my feelings, and I promise I'll only cry for like 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, seriously, get that survey if you have it. Fill it out, just so we can make sure we're kind of on the same page. I want to make sure we're doing events that you guys want to do. Although we, selfishly love doing our own events sometime, but this team's for you. So utilize us, make us work. Give me some events that you want to see or things that you didn't like, and be honest. And yeah, it's exciting. So I think that's really all I have.
The newsletter you guys are doing too, that thing is phenomenal. Yeah. Like when I got that in my inbox, I was like, wow, look at this. Like, it's really, really nice. Really nice.
And that's, I think it's all Pat and Jules. I know that since
I think it's a Jules Scott joint, yeah.
Yes. Since I've been an event planner, it's always something we're like, well, we want to do it, but we don't want to come off as spammy. And it's kind of been on the back burner. And finally I was like, all right, let's do this. And I'm like, yes,
it's
please.
Great.
Let's do it. And if you don't want it, you can unsubscribe. So you can subscribe if you're not getting it, but if you don't want it, you can just simply hit the button and then see ya. That's it. And that's fine. And, it doesn't crush us any. Just make sure you watch
wouldn't even notice. Yeah.
But yeah, and, for those of you that have done the event survey, I have like something like 237 responses so far. And I have read every single one of those. And, thank you guys so much for those who have. And if you haven't, please do. That way I can get, information from you guys. But I think that's basically it. We do have a ton going on this week. Check out the guild calendar, sign up for stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Exciting
Thanks
stuff.
a bunch,
Very,
T.
very cool. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Woo. All right.
Cuddles.
You have a great one. I was waiting for somebody to say something more.
The chat room is just really distracting right now. We have just the best chat room. Wow. Earlier we had a troll. They are gone, and they were PMing me and stuff too, saying that they were with Twitch and they could help us out with whatever. And they said, yeah. And I'm like, what is this person? Yeah. Anyway, they got a nice little ban. But we had kind of a controversial topic, and Tink got all mad, and I didn't ban Tink though.
Well, you can't ban Tink. Do we have an official moderator, like besides the three of us?
Oh, we need to. Turret is also a mod. I think Nate isn't around, but he's also a mod.
Because that would be kind of cool. But we can't make Tink the mod because Tink is one of the ones that usually has to be moderated.
Navox is a mod. Navox could have been taking care of this stuff.
Navox could have been handling his biz,
He's here.
All right.
Yeah, we could probably make more people mods, but at the same time, I'm just, having a show, but at the same time, like, talking to this guy about why he was banned and stuff, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, guys, by the way, she should have mentioned this, and it slipped her mind, and guys, Turrets is going to be on Azeroth Roundtable on Friday night.
Oh, really?
Nice. Yep. Super exciting.
Cool.
Super exciting. So guys, make sure you check that out if you're around on Fridays.
Okay, as far as announcements goes, we have an announcement for ourselves. Next week, in 2 weeks' time, is episode 100. I've alluded to it. I have a video that I'm going to show. It's 15 minutes long. So we're not going to have a guest, but Navox is going to be around for sure.
Nice.
For that, we're going to bring him back in. And it's going to be... It's basically Mark's 4 years for the show.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And there were more like special videos and music things in the first 6 months than there were like the other 3.5 years.
That was so time consuming. You have no idea how much time went into like the 2 weeks between shows, man. It was crazy.
Yeah. And
that
we
time
had
doesn't
a lot
exist
of special
anymore.
guests.
That time just does not exist anymore.
We have people that you'll be like, oh, I forgot. Oh my God, they were here. Oh my God. So
Cool.
I've prepared something cool. It'll be good. So do come back. And if anyone has, I've had a few text messages about this week. One was from Mr. Dr. Pope. If anyone has any, like you want to like give any well wishes or send us any messages or anything about our 100th episode, do send an email to us. That's convertedpodcast@gmail.com. That's convertedpodcast@gmail.com. And you can even send voice stuff, and I'll make Cuddles play it. It'll be fine. It'll be good. Or I'll put it all in one like Audacity file and give it to Cuddles is what I'll probably do. So if you want to send an email, if you want to tweet us, if you want to like record something on your phone and like send it to us, that's cool too.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love it. Yeah, and that's all I got. I see something else about a meetup. Yeah, in Orlando.
Yes. Guys, on February the 25th, which is this Saturday at 5 p.m. at the Cloak and Blaster in Orlando, our inestimable Pat Crane and Jules Scott, along with another special mystery guest, are going to be doing a little bit of a meetup. So Cloak and Blaster is really cool if nobody's heard of it. It's like one of these places where you can go and drink beer and eat food and play board games. So they have all sorts of board games and card games and like fun, nerdy stuff. Super, super fun. If you're anywhere near the Orlando area, Belschnickel. What? Belschnickel.
I've been in discussions with Navox has reached out. They're going, and I would say there's probably a decent chance that I'll try to make it up there. So I'm not going to say 100, but yeah, no, I'd love to see Jules and Pat and you guys, man. It's like a little mini con, man. But it's like a con that we actually get to like talk and like not yell in the lobby and actually like get to know each other better, which is always fun. So I'm looking forward to that part of it if I end up going.
Right on. And if anybody isn't in the Orlando area, it's Orlando. Come visit. There's Disney. Come on.
There's Disney, Universal.
Yeah. Yeah. It's incredible.
I think we just lost Sal.
And she came back.
And she's back.
I was unmuting myself and I accidentally pressed the red button to hang up instead. Yeah, I was going to say that Cuddles guarantees that they'll hang out with you at Disney World if you come.
SeaWorld. SeaWorld. I have SeaWorld passes. I can't afford to go to Disney. Don't understand.
Sal was like, PTFO, I'm going to Orlando.
She threatened to do it. She threatened, but now I guess she's just going to go to Boston and hang out with Posh. We're not cool.
Well, let's talk about...
Guys, it is time for Shout Room Chat-Outs. Give us your best friends and worst puns, and we'll read them for all to hear. Sal, tell us what shout-outs we have on Twitter.
Listen, Twitter has, I love Twitter. We've had a bunch of people just tweet and retweet and like, and I get notices all day long. Every day. So I just love you guys. What we have, let's see. I did promise that I would talk about Murlocs, Pirates, and the other, it's a group in CTR called Murlocs, Pirates, and I don't know, something that starts with a D. Anyway, they do have a group of people. It's dragons, guys. That run a lot of mythic dungeons. I run with them sometimes. They are very cool people. Let's see. We do have one that said shout out to Wares, and I don't know how to say it. Keepanjan for organizing the HOTS event. Oh, that's who did it. Yeah, that's who did it. Arts, thank you, Cuddles, and for getting a bunch of people their mounts. That's right. 15 HOTS games, and you do get a mount, and it's easy. And HOTS is just so much fun. Tink tweeted us saying shout out to Belschnickel for giving Rex Flex a shout out.
The Rex Flex.
Smoke Canada.
I remember those days, man. Those days were fun, man. That was like back in the early days of CTR, man. It was like that Rex Flex. So many people got so much gear from that.
That's totally true.
Just to get ready for their raids. That was awesome. Very time consuming, but awesome.
Awesome. Tink also says shout out to me, Sal, because she got me, Belschnickel, and Cuddles for overwatching I don't understand what he said. Pasha CTR stud tankin. You know what?
There's a certain threshold for the mentions in a tweet, and I think Tink might have just crossed it.
I don't even know what he was trying to.
But I've got love
there.
for Tink for shouting us out on Twitter, man. For giving a shout out. You know what I mean?
So there you go. Cuddles, do we have any chat room shout outs?
No.
We do, as a matter of fact. Tasha.
Shout out to AIE, a member passed away. Shout out to AIE, a member passed away this week, and I feel for them all there. Sorry, I had to adjust my voice from hype voice to respectful voice.
Yeah, this has been happening the past few days, and AIE did lose one of its own, and they do have a tradition there. Once a year, they do a kind of a memorial thing, and that's one of the beautiful things about being an AIE. AIE is a horde guild. I would call them. I would say that they're the closest thing we have to a sister guild. We have a lot of crossover there. A lot of our friends over there. So to everyone at AIE, we wish you well. And it's not a happy thing to lose one of your own. Is there any other chat room shout outs, Mr. Cuddles?
Pasha CTR, shout out for AIE condolences. Nabok says, shout out to the brownie corners. You're truly the best over the middle.
Wow.
We didn't even talk about that with Turars. Yeah.
Good show tonight, guys.
Wow. Yes. Gosh.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It's always fun.
Yeah, we're talking about our personal show. I even know, I just hang out with so many awesome people. Murlocs, Pirates and Dragons, and the COD Squad. Sometimes I get down and I'm like, oh, who's on? I said, no one on my regular friends list is on. I'm like, what's going on? And I can look in their Discord and I can see just a bunch of random people I don't even know yet. Mm-hmm. And I'll go in and say, hey, I'm Sal. What's up? And I'll talk to him and we'll run some stuff and I end up, feeling a little bit better. So I really appreciate groups like that where I can just go in and be like, hey, talk to someone for half an hour. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. So both those groups, pretty awesome. Cool. Either one of y'all have some shout outs?
Just the chat room tonight, man. It's like every week, man. The chat room just gets better and better. You know what I mean? So we got number 100 coming next week. I want you guys to show up next week, and man, it's just shout out to you guys. Every time I get caught up, we just work, real life, and playing some other stuff. I come back and I get to hang out with you guys, part of this community. It's always a good thing, man. This community is absolutely amazing. So just shout out to the chat room and to everyone that's listening to this and for supporting our show for 99 episodes.
Right on. How do I follow that? A huge shout out to, of course, everybody in the chat room, and a personal and selfish shout out. Everybody that's followed my Twitch stream and that has hung out there. I see some of you guys in chat right now that have followed me from here over there. You guys are awesome. I hit a kind of a big milestone this week. got invited into a Twitch stream team with a bunch of Twitch streamers that I really, really respect and look up to. And it was a really cool moment for me. And it's not me. It's the folks that hang out. Just like this show isn't the three of us or the two of them. It's you guys. It's our communities that make us what we are. And so thank you to communities. How about that? Shout out to all the amazing communities. Indeed. You guys rock. All right. If you're listening to this show on iTunes or Stitcher, why don't you take a few moments to give us a thumbs up or write us a review and tell us how we are doing. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, leave us a comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to join us live, look us up on twitch.tv/convertedpodcast. Sal, tell them how they can come on the show.
Well, we are always looking for raid leaders. So if you'd like to come on the show and talk about your team, email us at convertedpodcast@gmail.com. That's convertedpodcast@gmail.com, and we will get you on. The next episode is Monday, March 6th, and that is episode 100. That's going to be awesome. We have a few people coming on later on. I've lined up. Tommen is going to come on. He comes on once a year. Okay, and that's pretty awesome. Who else? iTunes is going to come on. They haven't been on for 3 years, so we do have a few things lined up after episode 100. Awesome.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. Woo. Great. That's cool. I think that's the show.
See you guys in 2 weeks, man. Thanks again for coming out, guys. We love you guys.
Everybody say bye.
Peace out.
And that's, we just say bye now.
Oh. Bye.
Yeah, I don't have enough. I need to pay for XSplit. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna fix that next week.
Totally.
Yeah, I don't have